Hello, YouTubers.
Hello.
Get ready to go live.
Welcome.
Here we go.
Welcome to the Talk It Out Show. I'm your host, Joanne. We would like to let you know that this show is for entertainment purposes only. And if you want to look us up on Facebook or Twitter, go ahead and look us up at Talk It Out Show. And if you need to email us, go ahead and email us at talkitoutshow@gmail.com. If you physically need to send anything to us, send it to our P.O. Box at P.O. Box 901043, Portland, Oregon 97290. Well, as you know, it is the Joanne and Lydia Show. Woo! Happy Friday, everybody.
Yes, happy Friday, everybody.
Friday.
It is rocking and rolling and rolling and rocking and moving and grooving. And it is doing and moving and moving.
Lydia's gone
I don't
today.
know.
She's gone today. I'm happy to see another day, but it has been one heck of a week for me. Man, and I know it's been one heck of a week for Lydia, because I think everything that's going on with everybody is affecting everybody, and it's just like, I'm trying so hard, because this is the time of year where I'm normally like extra happy. I got happy this morning though, because when I was taking Alize to school, my daughter found a radio station with Christmas music.
Oh, boo-hoo.
And everybody knows I can love Christmas music, but it seems like everybody around me does not like it.
Exactly.
But it gets me in the hottest spirit, and at this point, right now, anything that can make me happy, I'm for it. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I gotta do what I gotta do at this point, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't trying to sink in no deep depression, okay? And that could easily be done at this time of year. It's hard. I will say, my prayers and thoughts are out there for people who have lost their loved ones, and people are losing loved ones now, like even now, so it's like so fresh, That's the hard part, because it's hard time, and then it's fresh death, you know what I mean? People just now burying other people that locally that we know, there's a whole bunch, and so it's like, this is a hard time of year, but it's been hard for the last couple of years, I'd say, what's been going on, but it also has allowed me to be so appreciative of the time that I have.
Yeah.
That I have here, and the people that are in my life. I'm just, like I said, and I say it a lot, but I really mean it, how I'm really trying to just go day by day, moment by moment, and enjoy the moments that I have with everybody.
Yes.
And I think everybody needs to do that, because sometimes we can get so sunken into our situation or our thoughts or whatever that we just miss it our whole life. And I didn't want to do that. You gotta, and that's why I think it's hard for people, because I gotta tell people, you grieve however you need to grieve. Mourn however you, because for me, I think a lot of times mine just kind of sporadically is out of the blue, because there's been so much death in my life. And sometimes, life don't let you do that. Like I said, life doesn't stop. That's what I tell people. People be like, oh, take as much time as you need. Honey, if I take time, bills ain't gonna get paid. Things like that. You can't, life doesn't stop because something happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's the hard part. I respect people who give people their time to do that, but a lot of times you just got to keep on going and keep on going. But I do also say, take time for your self-care and things like that, because I have seen that people go to a downward spiral real quickly when they don't really take their time to grieve. It just can go pretty bad. I've had a family member and she's gone, and I miss her so much. But I think the reason why she took that downward spiral so quickly was because it was two major deaths back to back, and one was her husband. The first one was her husband, and that threw me off because she was so strong throughout the husband's death. I was like, dang, she had 2 jobs. I never forget. I was like, she's working both them jobs and doing it, and nothing seemed to stop. She just kept going and kept going, and I was like, okay. But then there was another death. And that was the one, which wasn't a death that really, the person, not that the person didn't mean that much, but he didn't mean that much as a husband, you know what I mean? But that one, for some reason, and maybe because it affected her mother at the time, but for some reason, that was the one that triggered everything, and she just went down her after that. So, I will say, take your time. Take your time to grieve if you need to. Don't feel bad, because it coming. Like, we talking about that roller coaster ride. honey, they will come in waves. You don't even expect it. You know what I mean? Something may trigger it. I got people in my life that are gone that sometimes I'm still in disbelief they not even here. And then I'm like, oh, then when I realize they're not here, I'm like, oh my gosh. And there's a lot of things that I go through in life. I be like, I really wish this person was here. Help me get through this, because they were always there when they were alive. Because it was just unexpected death. So that's what I'm saying. This is a hard time of year for a lot of people. So I say for you guys out there that are dealing with any of that, do what you need to do. Do your self-care. Do what you need to do, and find joy in whatever. Don't feel guilty about that. Don't feel guilty about the joy, because like I said, sometimes it's just what I need to do to get by, you know? So, hey, and if it's some Christmas music, okay. You know, sometimes I like to put the one thing on the YouTube where they got the little log fireplace. It's a little fake looking fireplace, and then just be playing the music while it looks like you got a fire going. Because I ain't got no fireplace. I live in an apartment. So I love that type of stuff anyway, you know, the warm feeling, like, oh, I want to get a cup of cocoa or something, you know. So, y'all, with all this stuff going on, ain't no cocoa bombs, huh? I don't know what's going on. Y'all, Mom done uprooted everybody's life, and I don't know. That's a hard part for me. I think this is the weirdest thing, but like I was telling her, when she was right, she had a good point, but it's still, for me, it was hard. I was like, I'm mourning a house to me, because she's been in this house for a long time. Now, she had another house where she was for a long time, and she was right. It was, and that was the hard part, because when she moved, that was dramatic as well, but this one's been a long time, because it was basically from there to here.
Yeah.
And we've been here for, a long time. Lots been going on.
18 years.
That's a long time. They had girls on, everything. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that's been going on in this house. And so when you have things that you're used to, you know what I'm saying? You're used to, and I think it's hard for me, because there's too much trauma, I think, for me in regards to like the gentrification we've had. So when I can't even go certain parts of town, there's like no family, you know what I mean, there anymore. So when I ain't even gonna go by her old house. I hate trying to drive there.
Oh, I go by it and I stare at it like, I want you back.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
You are, my oldest son calls it
What?
the house with the stairs.
Oh yeah, that is the house with the stairs. I like that.
But it was just the best house ever. It was so old school.
Yeah.
And it's just the wooding.
It was
everything
nice.
was great.
It was
and
nice.
there's nothing wrong with this house either. It has tons of memories and everything in this house as well. But once you get snatched from that one, and now you're over here, it's like, okay, you get snatched. So
It's better. I think too. Maybe I don't know. I guess we don't get no
she
time.
got a 20-year marker, so you can't go past 20 years.
And then she just I gotta go.
So with that move is we're moving. We're leaving and going to Texas for about a month or two. Which everybody's like in this shock and depressed, and I'm like, because we don't have nowhere to stay. So that's why we're going to Texas. We're not gonna be homeless waiting for 2 months.
Right, exactly. And I'm glad. I'm glad it worked out. You know,
so
trying to figure those things out. You know.
But yeah, so everybody's like, oh my God, you're leaving, yep, and you don't realize like, okay, I'm leaving, and like I'm thinking about it, but it's like, oh, I'm gonna uproot a lot of people's life with me leaving. Oh, well, there's nothing I can do about it now.
No.
Can't
and I guess this is the part, okay, so I know it's kind of funny, but this is what we're talking about, that was talking about the other day, about when I did have my little mishap and got all high or whatever. That's the thing. Sometimes we just be living life, we don't realize who depends on us, who's used to us doing stuff, you know what I mean? And so then when we gotta go do our thing, which is life, this is how life is, she's gotta do what she's gotta do, you know, it's happening. And so I'm in my mind, I'm going, okay, I hope they don't live too far away. My mind is all kinds of like, because I'm like, because I here I can come see you all the time, you know what I mean? But I'm like, if it's too far, it's like, well, dang, you know.
Don't even listen to that, because when we lived way out in Clackamas, they was at my house all the time, spending the night.
But that's what I'm saying. It gotta be where it's at. Like if it's welcoming to have all of us there, then yes.
Well, if we get to
Because
the
I'm gonna be
land,
staying
if
there,
it's a
believe me.
land that
I'm staying.
we see, it's right there on Flayville, 118th and Flayville.
I know she was saying that.
So that's not
Oh, wait,
far out.
no, that's not. But I thought that was one.
It's right on the other side of, okay, here's 92nd,
Yeah,
where we used to live.
yeah.
And then you go
I know.
to Foster,
It's
and
like
then a little past
Foster.
Foster,
Oh, okay.
and then it's there.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. But and that's not bad for me because I can just drive up, boom, and turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, no. And then she
Well,
has
that's
another
it,
place that
that's
might be in
what-
Gresham
Yeah.
that already has a house on
Yeah,
it.
but that was a lot. She said she just worried about the acreage on that one. That's
Hey,
too
Naked HDX.
much. Hey, welcome, y'all. Welcome,
It could be a
welcome.
bot. I don't know. I'm just saying, hey.
What did you say?
It could be a bot.
Oh, hey, you never know. Oh, yeah, it could be. Looks like it might be.
But I just wanted to say, you know, like, the move is going to happen.
Yeah, regardless.
And so everybody's life's going to be uprooted and upset and depressed, and life goes on.
I don't think I'm going to be pretty darn busy. I think even when you're doing what you're doing, you know what I'm saying?
No, you're going to have to take care of everything.
I don't think everything. What?
Like, if our page actually starts getting on there, because Alizé's been telling people to go to our page, our Shopify, and they've been ordering from us. So we've been bringing stuff to the school all the time. So there's a lot of stuff that might be happening that I might have to make sure you have the products, you have the boxes, you have everything to do. So because I won't be here to do anything.
But you have the computer with you too, and then we can just communicate and do what we need to do.
Yeah.
That's no problem.
And then, yeah. So
You know me, I'm gonna die, honey. You tell me I got order, I'll just do the order around. I'll run right to the little shipping place.
I'm trying to see if I can scratch up a little bit more to buy some more seasoning bottles. Because I want to take seasoning bottles when I'm there, and then have seasoning bottles here as well.
Now, do we have? You can do like that's the store I was telling you about. Our local store. Can how much are those bottles? And then we can get the one with the red lids or whatever.
They're like 78
Cents or whatever per.
78 to 89 cents, I think it is.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
We'll have to scrounge it up and give it some stuff. Cause when you traveling, you want to have your stuff on you. You know, especially because that's the one thing I noticed. I noticed, like, you know, all the years we was using Johnny's and stuff, I didn't realize there was a lot of places that didn't have Johnny's for a long time. And then, you know, people would travel from here and they would have to bring the Johnny's to people. I was like, oh, they don't have Johnny's there?
Yeah.
But it's the same thing as where they're from. They got stuff that's good, and then we don't know about it until someone travels and finds it and whatever. And then
I'm going to be trying to make money, so I'm just trying to figure out how to make sure I get enough bottles there.
Yeah.
And then if I need her to ship the bottles, she can
Well, you
ship
just
bottles.
need to let me know how much and what you're trying to do, and then we'll just make sure you have it before you go. Cause that's it.
Yeah, we're going. And it's
Cause you have season made up right now, right? To where we can just
I have a
bottle it
little.
up.
I have a little. I need to make more. I need to know what I think I need 3 more ingredients.
Okay.
And then I can make a whole nother batch. So I was going to do that like tonight or tomorrow, make the batch and then know what the 3 ingredients is. And then package it and get the labels done.
Yeah.
And have all of it done.
But it's so weird because, like, basically that like she's talking, as the thought, because everything's moving so quickly, it's like you have to do it as soon as the thought is there.
Yeah, because I'll say in a minute, especially the packet. I was packing last night, you guys. I got 1 box. And it took me forever. And I went through all my drawers, not all my drawers, all the drawers that that's next to my bed. And then my big old cabinet thing. And I was like, okay, I have a lot of vanilla and lemon extract and orange extract and all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, how am I going to package this? And then I got my liquor bottles. I got all those packages up. And
yeah, I was thinking about that.
and all that. So
I could take all that from you.
No,
the vanilla and the liquor, just
and we do a lot of baking. I can have.
Well, we need to. But that's to be. See, I've been selling my vanilla. I'm actually almost out. She actually couldn't start selling hers because I'm almost running out. And she reads my machine. I gotta learn how to do that machine too because she ain't gonna be here for me to be on. Oh, how do I do this?
And then the thing is the trip too, so you gotta have a lot of patience with it as well. So that's all I can say to that. But on this trip of journey, I'm going to miss everybody and it's really, really hard. And
but you're going where your sister.
I know, but like you guys understand, like I still have shows to do.
Yes.
So
and you got a was that a whole bunch of box? And you have a following and people that you speak to all the time and talk to all the time, and that's how, because people understand your YouTube family becomes your family, a family, and you don't want to lose that connection.
Well, I'm
And
gonna
that's
have
hard.
it still. Me and like Ciroc is doing a whole bunch of videos, so he can have those videos, and then when I'm there, he can in between these videos over there.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna say, that's one person I'm gonna really miss is Ciroc, because he keeps me motivated on doing my channel, and it's a good vibe between us when doing the channel. Like it's just like a perfect fit, you know.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, you know, having that like nervous breakdown because he ain't good on communication on the phone.
You see, she ain't saying she went.
Is he
My
like,
son, she missing my son.
I am. And the communication over the phone ain't
Oh,
joke.
no,
It's
not good.
horrible.
It's horrible.
So like what I get now is not what I'm going to get.
Yeah,
When I'm there.
because being in person is better. Way better.
Yes, and
Than
so
on him. Oh God.
yeah. So I'm struggling with that. I'm like literally really struggling with that motion. So just pray for me on that, you guys, because you don't know what I'm going through. I'm struggling.
She having the anxiety issues probably.
Very much anxiety. Like I'm going crazy with the anxiety issues and stuff like that. But that's it. And so I also wanted to say, you know, we're saying goodbye to the end of this year, 2021. And as the Talk It Out show, we've been going through a lot of different phases of trying to make the Talk It Out show work for us. And so we're changing it up. And so me and JoJo here are going to have to really get together and make a whole bunch of videos. And I told Ciroc I will learn how to edit it and then put those up. So you might not see no videos.
Cause she's the one trying everything.
There's nothing I can do to help you guys on that one. I'ma try, baby.
But as soon as she gets in the new place or whatever too, you will get back. We'll get back to y'all. You know, like this.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try to do enough videos where I can do it like at least once a week or twice a week. I really want to do videos twice a week for the Talk It Out show, but it will be more on advertising our stuff, and then if we get somebody else's product, we advertise their stuff. But literally, I want to promote. Like this is going to be promoting our stuff. We're going to start doing poetry. We're going to start doing the stuff that we are. We are a production company.
Used to do,
and we're gonna do those things and figure out all the different things we want to do. I think we should do like a 2-person skit, and Ciroc will record it or whatever. But that will be when I get back, because there's no way I'm be able to write a skit for that, and I gotta write a skit for my other channel as well. And then also I'm gonna be really debating if I want to do the name Joanne and Lydia. We might just have to be Shavante and Lenora. And our characters that we do will be Joanne and Lydia. No, just be Joanne and Lydia.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then they'll use that name. So then the name never dies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So people, the name never dies. So when we do sit up there like this, it'll be the Lenora and Shavante. But then when we do skits and stuff like that, that'll be Joanne and Lydia.
Yeah.
So that it can stay with some consistency. But it will be different next year. And so I want you guys to get prepared for what's going to be different next year and all the different things and stuff like that. I'm hoping we can do the Talk It Out show video before we leave. Finish the Ride or Die video, and then just do some anime and stuff on the other songs as well, and then get back to doing music and stuff like that when we get back. But a lot of stuff we can do. We have plenty of scripts that we can sit here and go through and do and make it work.
I'll be finding so many of our stuff that we.
So we can we can always do those. We might not have everybody as what we used to, but we can definitely get down and dirty and do that.
Yeah. And we've always done stuff together, so we, you know, I think what has happened, just period, is life has happened so much to us. So, you know, it's so funny. I listened to Lydia say something, and she's right. She was talking about how she wished my kids could see where I used to be. And because I was the type of person you wanted to come to your house because I was, you know, I'm fun. I try to, you know, like I said, I try to have a good time. And whatever situation is going on, I try to make a good situation out, you know, a good time out of it or whatever. But life just, it can get you. It can really keep up
down
on you.
so far to the ground that, you know, you just have to get used to this new person that she is, because she's not going to get back to the old person.
Oh, I'm pretty silly. Yeah,
No, you're silly, but you're not the same person you were.
It is. My kids is, yeah. You guys have my kids. We're pretty getting there.
I'm not saying you guys are not silly because you.
No, I know. I'm just
family. I'm saying you're not the same JoJo.
No, I'm not. But I think it's because I'm always in freaking pain. But I do notice a difference in me. I will say that. I notice it because I recalled what she said, and a lot of stuff is true. You know, sometimes things will happen when you'll hit that point where you're. Hey.
How you doing, Mom 27?
Oh, hey, girl.
How you doing? She's the one that won.
Yeah. She's the one that won your thing on your channel. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So we're changing up again, like you said. And JoJo's going to show her new side, as she said, so I can see it, because, you know, I have to see it to believe it, because I know the original JoJo, you know. Yeah. I know who she is, you know. So I'm waiting to see that one.
But I'm saying she get
back. I think
I think people need to know that. All people need to know that does to do that, because you gotta find yourself again. Not that like that's not yourself, because like you said, she's saying it could be a combination of both or whatever. Because people change, you know, we change in life. But also too, sometimes we have to realize that, get that thing in your head, I gotta realize, hey, life did beat me down, and I need to. Get some, you know, get some.
And it always depends on the thing that makes you beat down. Because I think we always been beat down. I think the difference is when you're younger, it just rolls off your shoulders a lot easier than when you get older. Like me struggling to pay bills when I was younger is not as stressful as me struggling to pay bills now that I'm older. And I think the difference is because you have kids and responsibilities, and you got to get food over there. It's all right if you don't have electricity or gas or something in the house by yourself. Exactly. It's all right, but then when your kids don't, then you're more cautious. So it's more stressful leaning on your shoulders and weighing you down and stuff like that. Yeah. So, but I know, I could say for some people, it's not a good thing to go back and try to be like what you were when you were younger. And then there's some people like myself. I think me going back to be what I was younger will give me the energy and the oomph that I need now, because, you know, like she said, your body be aching, you're going through a lot of changes, emotional issues, your kids working your nerves, your spouse getting on your nerves, your boyfriend getting on your nerves, your family getting on your nerves, and you just feel like you are being attacked in every different angles of the way, and then you just want to break down and just go ballistic. So, but when you're young, when everybody was doing all that before, you didn't even notice it. So now you go, I don't know why they just now starting to do this. No, they've been like that the whole time. Yeah. It's just that you didn't care. It didn't bother you, you know. So I'm not saying be like a kid and act like I don't have any responsibilities, but be that person where everything just rolls off and I can keep going, because I don't want to be soft like these new age people are.
They are.
I don't want to be soft.
I was talking to somebody the other day, and they was like, "Oh my gosh, these kids are so weak. They're so weak. They can't do nothing. You try to ask them to do one little thing, and they tripping out, and
what gets me about those new age kids is when they come to you and be like, "You disrespecting us," and I'm like, "You a child, right? You disrespecting adults."
Exactly.
But not we disrespecting you. You disrespecting those. Just because I tell you something and you don't like what I'm telling you doesn't mean it's disrespect. Like anything is disrespect nowadays. It's just like, boo, that's disrespectful. How you gonna boo me like that? That's disrespectful. No, you being disrespectful by stepping out of place of your position.
Right.
Because I'm all about kids having a voice, but dang you, if you're going to be disrespectful, I'm not listening
They're
to you.
very much, you can't go too far. They go way too far.
So I'm just saying, when I put on here, we're saying goodbye. We're saying goodbye to all that crap that 2021 came. It was better than 2020, but it needs to be better.
Yeah.
And as the world is already going into hell in a handbasket, we should really be trying to make it the best we can. And when you guys gotta understand, why is the world the way it is, and why is the kids acting the way they are, and the parents acting the way they are? It's because the world is going into hell in a handbasket. And once you realize that, you know that it didn't show nothing but love, kindness, and care to everybody that's around you, because that is not contagious. Hate is contagious right now. Love is not. We need to make love contagious again, because it's really sad at what we're going through. We got to do better, be better, and show better, so other people can see what's better and make what we doing popular. You know, make what our love language is popular. You know, I want to be around her all the time because she ain't nothing but love.
Right.
Those are the things to do it. Like and like I said.
And it's hard. I was gonna say it ain't easy.
It ain't.
I'm gonna tell you that right now, because these people out here acting up.
And it's not even just that the people acting up. Your life is acting up, and the people around you is affecting it and all this. But you gotta understand that you have to be able to show love and keep continuing on. You gotta stay positive in this negative world. We need to stop making negativity the plan of our lives and talking about negativity all the time. We got to start talking positive. And yes, negative stuff is happening, but you need to stay in a positive realm, because you can get in that negativity. And when you don't understand it, that negativity, the more you claim it around you and talk about it, that's claiming it around you, the more negativity is coming around you. You got to be positive, speak positive. That's what I've been loving about watching a lot of the YouTubers out here. There's people that got worse lives than I can ever imagine, and they're saying they're changing their mindset to be positive and love, because they know it's going to kill cancer. They know it's going to kill all that, and eating natural and healthy and doing all this. It's going to kill all the stuff that is holding them down, you know. And so you got to release those things. And a lot of people are holding on to what somebody did to you. And I'm going to tell you right now, 80% of the people that did you wrong don't even know they did you wrong, and you holding on a grudge on something they don't even know. And even if you came to them about it, you're gonna want an apology. You're gonna want somebody to apologize, and they're not, because it's like, I was talking and I felt that way when I was talking, but I don't know why it attacked you that way, and I'm not apologizing, because the thing about it is, we gotta stop apologizing because everything we do to somebody hurt their feelings. I'm sorry that hurt your feelings. I'm sorry you looked at it that way. If I was coming at you the wrong way, and maybe I said it wrong because I was angry that day, and I meant what I said, but I came at you wrong, that's an apology, yes. But if I'm saying, you know what, I don't like that cherry bubble gum, I know you made it, it just ain't for me, I'm just sorry, I just don't like it. That hurt my feelings, that offended me, and that messed me up for the rest of it. I stopped making it because of you. Oh. Okay. I don't know what you want me to say. Yeah. Well, I just feel like you owe me an apology for telling you I don't like cherry. Like, I'm only one palate. Like, why are you? I'm just saying I didn't like.
Well, did you hear? Like, kind of, it reminds me of the story. Did you hear about how T-Pain, the T-Pain and Usher situation? How Usher had said years ago about him, he didn't like him doing the auto-tune or whatever, and it just like really messed him up. It messed him up, yeah. But, because words do, but again, that was stepping out on somebody else's issues. You get what I'm saying? Like, because everybody's talking about T-Pain, and then you want to come up because somebody struck a chord and told you it's messing up the singing career. You went off of something to destroy somebody else. That wasn't it wasn't like T-Pain said, yo, Usher,
You know, everybody's coming at me all sideways and left, right about me doing auto-tune. How you feel about me doing auto-tune? And then I was like, well, man, I just think, you know, it's playing you. You know, if you got a good voice, nobody ever knows about it. And it's just like changing the game, so it's making me work harder. And but you know, you do what you got to do, but that's just how I feel. I think that's totally different than coming at you and going, man, you done messed it up for all the singers in the world. You know, you destroyed it for everybody in the world. That's just messed up. Well, what he didn't ask you, and he's making money, and you all on his album or he's on your album, so it was fine when that was happening, making you some money. It was okay. But
and then now ain't he been lip syncing anyway?
Who?
Usher.
Oh yes, I was so mad. I've been wanting to go to Usher's concert for so long, and I finally get there. The audience is singing, and then he up here lip syncing so he can dance. Y'all don't even understand. I was upset about that, so we're not even gonna get on that. But anyway, my thing is, there's those things. Yes, Usher owes T-Pain an apology, because sometimes we're not asking. If I'm not asking you, and I come at you and you take it and it ruins you or whatever, I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking like that. I was just trying to give you everybody's point of view. Everybody was attacking me this way, and I just felt like, let me tell you in the words that I could tell you, because I'd rather tell you than them tell you. Something like that would have been totally different, you know, but you do you. You know, you making money off of it, do you. If I got to work harder to make money, I'm just going to have to work, because regardless of anything, the music industry changes all the time. So even if there's not a T-Pain, there's somebody else that you still going to have to talk and come up with. So regardless of it, he is not messing up nothing. You know what I mean? And people have been using auto-tune way back in the day. So to act like nobody uses it is ridiculous, and he does his thing. Now, did I know T-Pain could sing? No. Until one time a video came up and he was singing, and I didn't know it was because he was hurting, crushing, people thought he couldn't sing. He was trying to do something unique, and every time he tried to do something unique, and it ain't something that everybody else wants, everybody got to talk about it like a dog, or talk about stuff like it's crazy, and it's like, no. You know, and you got to understand that sometimes you're going to have to be alone, because only you have a vision of what you want to do. So sometimes you're going to have to be alone in some things, because everybody can't be with you if they don't see your plight.
That's true.
And so, and it takes a lot, because like I said, there's a lot of times I feel like I want to help a lot of people, and then I open my mouth to help, and I'm more hindering than I am helping, because they're not ready to make that move. But then I feel like if I don't open my mouth to say something, that I'm not a good friend or a good family member.
Because you may say it and may give them that push to do it.
Not even just a push, it's just like I'm just seeing stuff. And then sometimes, like, okay, say you made these bomb lemon donuts. And everybody's in love with these bomb lemon donuts. And I taste it and I go, ooh, these are really good. I think you should do such and such and such, and you should package it this way, or you should do this, or you should promote it this way, or you should do commercials this way. Well, they're not ready for that. So they're not moving on that, and they take it as I'm nitpicking on what it is. And I can understand it, and I see it. So now I just step back and go, oh, I try my best. I'm not successful at this, y'all. Oh, Lord, y'all don't understand I'm not successful at this. But I try my best not to give my opinion anymore. Like, unless you include me, I'm not giving my opinion to anybody anymore. Well, the kids I will, because they're kids, and they need them. But any adults I will not, I don't give my opinion. Now, this one lady, I told you she wanted to do a business with me, and I done told her I'm crazy. I done told her you might not like me. Oh, no, I don't know. Because, see, I don't just go for the beginning and then jump off. I stay in the beginning, and we're going to go through hell, high water, storm. So I even said that's why I haven't even given you my all yet, because I need to see where you go, because I haven't seen you finish anything. You know, you can buy everything right now, but I don't see you finishing, and I need to see you finishing, because I'll let you, like I said, I'll let you buy everything, because you can have a business. Because I really don't want to do it.
Well, because like you got your own stuff. She got a whole bunch of stuff.
And I don't mind doing the business. If I know, like I said, I'm not advertising. I'm not doing this because I already got these things that I'm doing on my own, and I can't waste time over here putting this in there. And I think sometimes people look at me and go, oh, she's doing pop-up market bazaar. If we do a business, she'll just take my product and do that. No, I won't. You gonna have to go sell that because I'm selling over here, and I really want this stuff to come up and down because at the end of the day, this is my business by myself. When if me and you don't work, we gotta split this business. Well, I don't want to. So I probably would just give you the business, and if I want to restart it, I would restart it on my own.
Yeah.
But that's how my mindset is like at this moment. I don't know what it'd be later on, but at this moment, like no, I'm not into it that way.
Right.
And so I try to be as blunt because I either scare you off from want to work with me, then have me start something and we ain't getting nowhere. Ain't nothing done.
Right. Going on.
And
oh, she got an attitude with me. Oh my gosh, I never saw this side of her.
I'm scary.
And it's
and I try to tell people that because people think, oh, I'm scary. I know I am. Like I'm very into whatever I get into. Like if I'm into, like me and JoJo, we said we was gonna make a thing. I'm like, okay, I don't even know how to go about it. Like I already know what I want to put in it, and I'm hoping she already knows what she wants to put in, and we find out if it works together and collab it. But it takes that moment to say, ta-da, like.
And a lot of times for me, it's like because my life is so crazy, I can't really be productive unless I'm physically with her, and that's hard because then of course the times are limited, stuff like that. Like I said, and like she said, her and Ciroc do a lot of stuff, so, they got their time to do what they're supposed to do, and so we really don't have a lot of time. We could do our shows, and then that's about it, because I'm running, getting kids and stuff like that, so, but when I can get, like, a long stretch of time, but a lot of times we have had those, and then the day just be messed up, or something happen, and just stuff don't go the way we want it to.
Yeah, and at the time, like, I need to buy, for me to even start, I gotta buy my stuff, she gotta buy her stuff. And then we need to, make it into it and test it. And that's the thing is testing their product. And that takes a lot of money out of you too to test your product to make sure that the product is where it needs to be and so you can sell the product for what the cost it is, of what it is. So it's those things that it is not easy.
No. And I have somebody, it was funny when you said what you said. I have somebody in my life doing the same thing, and I think they're getting frustrated because of the fact that I'm not, I'm listening and I'm hearing what they're saying, but like when she's talking about how someone can recommend something, you may not be ready. You may not be financially ready. You ain't trying to tell everybody your business too. Because when you have a business, people are going, oh yeah, this, but it's like, well, I don't have the means, financial means at this moment. But I'm hearing you. I hear what you're saying because if I take this leap, now I can take this leap, I think without even any money at the moment. But once I take that leap, then that means the demand for my product is going to go up, and I may not have to find other stuff at the time to be able to dish it out. You see what I'm saying?
And that's what I keep telling the kids, and we need to do the same thing. But I tell the kids that have 100 of your products, whatever it is. Have 100.
I made ready.
100. So then when you sell those, you make you always keep 100 in supplies because then it makes it easier for you to do what you need to do. Have 100. If you can have 200, have 200. But have enough supplies so you're not in this predicament. And I said, oh, next year I will do that. Like I'm gonna have like 300-400 seasonings already bottled, and I'm gonna have 300 or 400 hot sauces already bottled. That's what I'm gonna do.
And she definitely does that because she wants the seasons change and the peppers change, and she needs to still be able to have some of what So when the peppers is out, she needs to just be some hot sauce making somebody and store up for the time like winter time where people are still wanting the hot sauce, but the peppers ain't out to make it fresh. You know what I mean? So you gotta have it ahead of time done. You know what I mean?
And those are the things you gotta work hard on what it is. And even though you're jumping in, and that's what I even tell the person, yeah, you might be all into this right now, but I still got demand over here that I'm working on, and I'm still trying to work on my cupcake kit box because I really wanted to have that ready for Christmas this year, so it did not happen. But I working on it. I didn't leave it alone. It's just that I know I got to make money to do that business and get everything the way I want it to go. But that's a process here that I think people mistaken.
Yeah.
And even myself, I mistaken it because I even like I said, I'm doing my seasoning. I'm doing a whole new, I'm doing a whole new label for my thing. So it's just one label and it does what it needs to do, and I'm just working.
So have the back part and the front, boom.
Yeah, and I'm just doing it, and I know I got to do my other tea. Like I said, I do random teas. Well, my one random tea is almost gone, so I need to do the other one. But now I'm getting released. I got to package all my raw tea up. I got to package all my Not Tonight Insomnia tea up, and then I got to get all my seasonings done and hot sauce done. And then we got books. And we got so many books on KADP right now that we need to be selling.
Yeah.
And then I got some.
Well, advertising to let people know that they're there to go there and get them. And
yeah, but I like even having them here.
Well, yeah, no.
On hand because it makes it where people can buy it right then and there.
Right.
And I'm like a big advocate of this. And now I found the color crowns that I want to purchase. Of course, you know I ain't got no money for it. But I found the color crowns that I want to purchase that I could put my label and logo on the color crowns. And it's for the multicultural skin. So I'm like excited about that. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm working on, trying to figure out. But it's a lot. And the thing about it is, then you have other people that have these grand ideas for you. Because they don't want to either do it by themselves or they see it.
They know you do it and they know you do stuff until that. And that's what a lot of people do. I've had I've done businesses in the past and stuff like that. And then that's what's so funny to me because I'll hear people talking, oh, well, such and such, and such retire and we're going to need to do this and we're going to need to do that. I'm not, in my mind, don't make any plans for me at all. Please do not. Do not. Because my life right now does not allow that. And it's funny because people are so judgmental of people already as it is. Especially like me, because I got kids and stuff, so it's like they're always judging. Oh, that's what you gotta do. You got a lot of kids, you gotta do all that. Okay, I'm trying to get this right. So now you don't add nothing to my plate. You already see I got kids and I'm trying to do my business. You think I'm gonna try to go into business with you? No. You gonna do your thing, because I done did that before and it didn't work out. So I'm not doing it again. I'm doing this for myself. So that's what I'm saying. It is funny how people will do that, or they'll see that, or see that even you may know some people. Like, oh, this person knows a lot of people in the community. Well, if I can talk to them or know them, then I can get this. Okay, well, I'm still trying to do my stuff. I may know as people in the community. I'm trying to get known all around, so I can get myself known all around. I got to still do what I need to do.
And that's why we're going to be promoting our products.
Yeah, and no problem. Not saying that it's not an issue to work with people, because I do believe we should work with people too. We all need to build each other up.
I'm going to put it this way. It's great to work with people once your business is up and running, or if you don't have a business.
Yeah.
So those are your two options to working with somebody. Is if your business is up and running the way you want it to be, and you have time to work on this one, and go ahead and work on that one.
Right.
But if you split yourself, one of them is going to be neglected, and it should not be the one that you already started.
Right.
So you need to let that person know that you're going to be the main face of this for right now. I will help do the products. I will help, that's what I said. I'll help do the product. I'm not advertising. I'm not promoting. I'm not doing, I will tell you what you need to do, and then you need to do it. I'm not doing all that because I got this over here, and I'm too close over here to be messing it up to come over here.
Right.
And this has nothing to do with helping me over here.
Right.
So I need to work over here. And I have 3 or 4 of my own businesses over here that I'm functioning badly on. I don't need a 5th one to do it. So you got to do it over there.
And I think what you do really well is encourage others to start their businesses.
Yeah.
And so it's not necessarily meaning that you have to have any parts of it. It's the fact that you're giving them that push and letting them know and giving them the tools, because you've given everybody the tools. When we've had all these lives we've done and everything, we've shown everybody what to do. So that doesn't necessarily mean if the person knows you personally, oh, she got to help me. No, I gave you the tools. I'm pushing you and telling you, start your own. This is what you need to do it, this and that, because she wants everybody to win. which is cool, and that's what it's supposed to be. That don't mean she gotta help you win.
No.
She's just pushing you to go ahead and do and step out and do it.
Yeah, and this person has the same syndrome I had. And that's
want somebody
just feel like you need a partner.
Yeah,
you just need to have a partner. And I did. I felt like that for so long. I just needed to have a partner. If I didn't have a partner, I didn't, because I knew I wasn't the social butterfly, so I wasn't great at networking. And I knew that when I feel really down or weak about my product, my business partners
will lift you up.
And then vice versa, I will uplift them. But they were good at promoting their, such and such and such. And that I had to learn to do on my own. And I'm still learning, and I'm not good at it, but I understood why the person needed me, because she wants to start a business, but she really doesn't have the mindset of a business. She has a mindset of a...
She has the idea, probably.
No, what did Mom used to say? What? We have the mindset of a consumer.
Not the consumer. No, not an owner. Yeah. Like the retail, our mind is like how we are, consumer. Yeah. We're always buying stuff, and we're looking at it from that point of view, and they don't look at it from an entrepreneur standpoint. Because they don't know. They don't know what it takes. So
but like this one, she tickles me. She be saying prices, and I'm like, and where did you get that price from? And she's like, no, because, and I'll be like, and where did you get that price from? Because I'm not out to rip anybody off. I'm not out to steal anybody's money. I want to make money. I want you to give me your money, but I also want you to be always a return customer. Right. And I think that's where our problem is she's looking at a one-time customer. Because ain't nobody spending all that money. Yeah, and as I said, come back do you understand where you live? I mean, what you're saying is irrelevant to it.
Especially to that type of product, because like she said, say that. Where we live, people have access to that. You know what I mean? It would be different if you didn't have, if you were something that could monopolize that industry. When you can't monopolize the industry.
And still, why do you want to rob anybody of their money? Right. That's the thing. Why do you want to rob? Right. And it's so funny because she just keeps yelling about, I'm not giving samples. I said, well, who's talking about samples? Yeah, who wants to sample? I don't give samples. Now people tell me all the time, you should have samples of your hot sauce. You should have samples of this. Okay, but I don't. Yeah. And here it is. You want to buy it? Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. Exactly. I don't know what else to tell you. You can buy the keychain version.
I tell people, I was so glad she made the keychain. Because I was like, oh yeah, get this. And they was like, oh, that is so cool. And I'm like, hey, go ahead, $5. There you go. Then you ain't got to worrying about not having no sample. They your sample. You carry it with you. And I love it. I have mine with me now.
Buy some keychains and take that with me.
I have mine with me right now. It's hanging on my purse. And honey,
you see, I gotta do a whole bunch of purchases because I think I need to buy something so I can take it with me when I leave.
That makes sense, and that would be the smarter way to be able to, and then you can get fast, quicker money too. You know what I mean? And you have it, boom, it's easier to get transport with you. Yes. See, us talking helped her figure it out.
You got it. And I'm like I said, I'm going, but I need to make money while I'm there. And I'm like, if I can get most of that stuff shipped over already there, it'd be easy because then I can go to the bazaars there because I see a lot of bazaars in Texas. So
there's a lot going on.
So I can go and do the bazaar in Texas. Give me a couple of Dollar Tree tablecloths. I ain't got no table down there, but I'll figure something out. I'll go to Walmart and buy me a table. So I can make some money there. So with my stuff or whatever, and like I said, I can have her ship the stuff down there to me too. So I can have hers and Ciroc products and stuff like that. And they can make her products down there. I can make mine. It's just we don't have containers and stuff, but. We can figure it out. But when you learn and figure out, okay, this is how we're going to make our hustle down there, you work hard to make your hustle down there. Yeah. That's what we hear about, making that money and making a hustle and stuff like that. So, and also, as we're talking about business, if you ever feel like your products need to be less, then mark your products down and say, it's the holiday season, I'm doing it this price. Next, because sometimes we overdo our products, thinking, okay, this, and that. But if you really sit down, which people don't really do, sit down and write down everything you put in your product. say it costs you $3 to make your product.
Mm-hmm.
Really, you should only charge no more than $12 for the product.
Mm-hmm.
You're making enough money. Now, if you want to do, if you do it higher, understand you can always go down and still make your profit, and you can make your products higher online than you can there, because now you're giving away shipping and handling for free. So your product could be $22 because now they get the shipping and handling free with the product. So think of stuff like that as your verdict too. You don't have to always keep your product that price. Like, I know my royalty, how much it costs, but when I first was doing it and I was using the other tea bags, well, yeah, my products probably should have been a little bit more because I was giving you more tea in that one tea bag because it was so big, but now my tea bags fit. I can actually give you more tea bags in my product because it's less tea being used, and I have so much tea left over. So it's things like that I think about, because my daughter was saying it's hard for me to sell myself because it's so high. Then lower the price. Lower the price.
Also,
because once you build this customer, then you say you can then raise your prices back up to what it is slowly. But just make the money that make sure you're making 3 times of what you paid for the money. Just that's it. And sometimes we go overboard thinking, okay, because I got this size jar, it should be this. No, I'm always saying if you got products that everybody else got, lower your product. Lower your prices.
And it's a time of year where everybody is, which I see a lot of people that I even know myself who have their own businesses, they're doing holiday bundles. And that's kind of good. Like she's saying, if you have something that you may think is too expensive or something, you can bundle it with another one of your products that may not be that much or whatever, and then do the base price. So then it's not seeming, you're still going to get what you need. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. Work at what you have. And understand, like, how can I make my products worth what it is? Because sometimes you can't lower your prices. So the bundle is cool because you can lower whatever else is on there. Like I said, in my head, I said I'm gonna do the keychain for my hot sauce container because people like it. But if you buy 3 bottles of my hot sauce or 4 bottles, you can get a keychain for free. Or half off. You know, so you pay $2.50 for this keychain because you bought 3. You know, or whatever the case, you can do whatever you want. It's your business. But keep in mind, you do not want to hustle your customer. You want your customers to always want to come back. And if you don't get your customers to come back, then it's on you. And that's the thing I want you to get. It's on you if your customers do not come back to your business, because you have to advertise your stuff to make sure your customers want to buy from you. And like I said, there's so many ways that you can do stuff, you know. So many ways you can look at product and make it worthwhile. In anything you do. Like, somebody give me an idea and say, you know, you got this black coloring, but it'd be nice to have a multicolored coloring crayons. So I looking, and guess I ran up to where I could build my own label and stuff. I said, you can't beat that.
Exactly.
And so I look at stuff like that and go, okay, now I might have to do a lot of work on that packaging. So if somebody want to buy that color crayon by itself, that might be a little bit more money because shoot, I done did all the packaging. Because I don't even know if I have to package each crayon and make the name of the color for each crayon. I don't know. Like, hopefully that part came together, and then the other part, and then I just buy a set of those, and that just, and it automatically will go with the book. So if you buy the book, you get the crayon. So now I gotta say, is my book with the crayons worth it, or do I add $1 to the book? Just to make sure that you get the crayon. Exactly. So you gotta think like that on your business. You gotta think like that because you're hustling and flowing, and there's so many different ways to do things. Hustle and flow.
She said hustle and flowing.
Hustle and flowing. Yeah, because I've learned a lot of different stuff that I even with my teas, I said, oh my goodness, there's so many different things that I can do. And I've been analyzing, and I've been contemplating, and I've been looking at stuff. And the more I look, the more I learn. And I think that's where people got to understand. As you're your home-based business, as this is your home-based business, guess what you get to do that a lot of companies can't? You can change your crap up anytime you want to. You can change it up, new and improve it anytime. If you don't like your packaging the way it is, you can always upgrade. So I already said I've already been in the marks. I've been looking and looking, and it's so funny because it's like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm looking for new packaging. Look, what? And it's gonna look like it's a shock when I do it. Like you just came up with it. I done had this packaging idea for like 6 to 8 months in my head. It's just I couldn't find nothing that matched.
Okay.
Even if I did cookies, I had to look for packaging that I would want to do my cookies in, or my cupcakes, or anything. I have been looking at different things that I wanted to do to create what I'm doing, because I realize packaging is so much more than just your product. I know we want to have a perfectly good product, and yes, make sure your product is on point, but make sure your packaging is on point, because people like to buy stuff that's cute. That's nice, that makes them feel loved and adored.
That's why they like your little powerful punch one.
Yeah,
I love that one.
And my new packaging for all my loose teas, because I've always said I wanted to do loose teas. If I did tea, I wanted to do loose tea. I've never been a bag tea, because I got plenty of bag teas here. But loose teas, I want, because you don't use as much tea as what you do when you have loose teas.
Yeah.
You use less tea than what's in the bag. You probably use the same amount as the store bought, because they blend and grind all their stuff. Our stuff is thick. So I have spoons. I have so many different tea holders for the loose teas. I just didn't know what jars I wanted, so I found my jars that I wanted for that. I found. I was hoping somebody would do it. I guess it's gonna one day be me, but because I did hair grease at one time. I really want to do shampoo and conditioner. I don't know. I've just been into it. I ain't got not a lick of hair, so I don't know why I'm into it. That just tells you where your mind goes. Like, you ain't got no shampoo and conditioner. What you gonna do with your hair? Like, I don't know. So I might just leave that one alone. I was really hoping.
No, you don't.
Don't
leave it alone, because you did do good with it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, with the grease.
You did really good. You did really good.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go back to my grease, but that one is gonna be not no big jar, like because it took a lot. That you can't make cheap. Like
you just can't.
They can't make it cheap.
Because it was
as much as I want to make that cheap, you can't. And it takes a lot of work to do. So that's why I said those are things I got to marinate in my head a lot longer. If I don't marinate it in my head, it's not gonna happen. Because of the simple fact of all the products that I gotta use, I now want to simplify it a little and use less. But I do want to use more potent stuff that will help your hair grow, because I am thinning up in the front, so I really want to be able to do that. And all the products that I've heard that does wonderfulness for people, it has not done wonderfulness for me.
So you gotta do what you gotta do.
So, and I'm not saying my product is gonna do it, but I'm gonna try it. You know what I mean?
Your stuff really, when you put it on, it be tingling and stuff. So I really think it really is gonna work.
Yeah, and then if you press your hair with that, that's golden. By itself, just pressing it.
Look like a silk press?
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous, and it doesn't feel like any oils in your hair.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah, it's really nice. But it's good for your body and your skin.
Make it,
my dad, he used it on his arms for his arthritis, and he said it helped his arthritis. So it's not just a hair product.
Oh, of course.
It's
amazing how we have stuff that we use that's so multi-purpose, especially all the herbs and stuff. They go for everything.
It does. Yeah. So it's one of those things. And then, like I said, I haven't told you guys, but Ciroc challenged me. I don't know if he's challenged me, but I think it was a challenge for me to make a tea, and that's the tea I'm gonna make. It's funny because Ciroc is my nephew. And I don't even know how we got on the conversation. It was something on something. Something happened, and that's when it happened. I don't know what it was. A conversation. I think I was giving advice, and that's how it happened.
So he said you need to make a tea?
Yeah. Like I said, no, it was like, oh, I should make a tea. He's like, yeah, you should. I said, you think so? Yeah. So it's aphrodisiac.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
And I was
chocolate
like,
and chicken wings.
Yeah, so this is the aphrodisiac tea.
Nice.
And I said, well, okay, I'm gonna do this one.
And you know,
and I already got all the herbs and stuff.
Ashwagandha.
Oh, okay.
Do you know that's that ashwagandha, that golden gummy thing?
But I don't want it won't make you go to sleep.
It makes you go to sleep, but you relax and when it's that before you go to sleep. Yeah, but it should give your body a nice you want energy.
I want you to, yeah.
So you need like mango.
I have a whole list.
Stuff, yeah.
And this stuff is not cheap either.
No, it ain't.
But I have a whole list of stuff that I'm going to use when I get ready to buy it. It's so many different things. I mean, I did like some intensive research.
And that'd be really good for guys too.
And it's for both. That's the good thing. It works for both. So guys and girls can drink the same tea, and you're gonna get the same reaction and blood flow going to the same area.
I think I was.
Booyah! So I've been doing research, and I got all the ingredients. I probably got some more coming up. Cause anytime I do research, I get a list of researchers that shows me everything else that I need on that as well. Every time. Even like to the point where I be buying a lot of stuff from Amazon, I go on there and they give me new herbs. You know, you should try this for the such and such. And I'm like, wow. And so my Google does the same thing. So I get all these new things, and I'm like, I gotta read. And then I gotta take my glasses, clean them, and okay, that means let me. Oh, that does that. Oh, okay. So it does. So now I just need to let God show me how much I need to put in each of it. Yeah. And then that's gonna be a great.
And that'd be good.
That's gonna be a loose. That's
all you should do.
What?
Just thought about it.
What?
Make the tea, right? And then sell it with your book.
Oh, that's what it was.
Oh, because that was tight.
Yeah.
See, I'm saying.
It was. And then it was also gonna go in my box.
Excited. I got excited.
My box.
The
box.
The box of what?
Couples box.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That'll make you.
See, I didn't have any idea what was going on, but I got excited, and she already did the idea that I was saying. But that's good. So she got it. So she got it. You got your crayons for your monthly color book. Boom, we got that.
Yeah.
And then we got the tea for your couples book. Boom, there you go. We got that.
Yeah.
I found, that's what I'm telling you, I was researching something, and I just was like on YouTube, I think yesterday, and they were talking about it's like herbs that are good for you for lungs. That's what it was. I was like, I got my tea, so I was like, let me check it out and see if I, got this herb that I hadn't heard of, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people have, but it was one of the first ones that the guy was talking about. I was like, I've never heard this, and I was like, let me look it up because, they might be good to put in my tea. Honey, the price on that herb.
Oh, yeah, it ain't no joke.
The price on this herb, y'all, when I looked it up on Amazon, because, I got to get the root form or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And I thought the littlest amount was like $98 or something. And then I looked again for like a little bit bigger, and it was $198 for this herb. I was like, oh my gosh, like really? But it's Osha root. That's what it's called. And but I was like, but I had pretty much all the other ones, And
the good thing about it, when it's usually that expensive,
man,
you don't have to use that much in it.
Yeah, I was like, whoa,
so that's
whoa, y'all.
Because you gotta look at all those, and then you gotta look at your side effects, and then you gotta look at so there's all the stuff you gotta look at and do research. That was one of the things that was hard for me with the
tea,
the aphrodisiac.
Oh, well,
is because of the side effects.
Yeah, you don't want, but I'm glad she's doing this. The only reason why, and I'm like, you guys, let's say, I'm just, like I said, I'll be saying no shade or whatever to anybody, because I hear a lot of stories, and I hear a lot of people are using the blue pill, and it is so bad for you because it's not a true erection. And then you're sitting there walking around with this erection, and you gotta get rid of it somehow. And even if you do ejaculate, you still hard, and it's like it wears off when it wants to wear off. And you're gonna be walking around looking stupid if unless you just said, okay, this is my whole time. I'm just doing this. I'm just gonna be having sex this whole time and nothing else until it goes down to that. But there's too many people who are using it a lot, and I'm hearing about men going to the hospital because they're having heart attacks and stuff like that, because for people to understand, to have that erection, your blood flow has to go down there. So if that's a false one and all your blood is going down there to make sure you there, it got to flow through the rest of your body, and you messing your heart up. You depriving your heart of the blood it needs. So
and a lot of times,
y'all got
y'all
to pay
just need to
attention.
really relax.
Yes.
It just really is a relaxing
And
thing.
it's a mind thing. A lot of women I see when they're having issues with sex is because they can't get that mind to slow down for nothing.
Yeah.
They can't. It's like, and people are like, you gotta clear your mind. You gotta just, there's a lot of people. Oh, I want to do this.
That's
I
how
haven't
we
been
came
able to
up with
orgasm.
it. Was ecstasy that came up. That was
Oh
how it came
yeah,
up.
yeah, and that's
And
not
everybody
good.
was doing ecstasy, and I was like, oh.
And it's
no.
not good because ecstasy makes you. It sounds good, but it enhances whatever you feel. So if you take an ecstasy pill and you pissed off, it enhances that anger. And you could go out and do something to harm somebody because it just enhanced what you were feeling at that moment when you took it. So
yeah.
it's not a good drug. That's not a good drug to be on either.
So you just want something. I'm trying to do something natural that doesn't have any really bad.
Remember back in the day,
days
the Spanish fly and all
Oh
that.
yeah,
Remember back in the day? Back in the day.
And I tried every Spanish fly, and none of it worked. So I don't think I
Yeah,
got
that
the real
don't.
one.
Yeah.
Because all the Spanish fly I was getting was cheap. So. But yeah, I was looking at.
You got the corner store, Spanish fly.
It's a Spanish fly, aphrodisiac.
Right, that's what
I wanted to see.
I
Because
used
I
to
remember I
see
used to get these aphrodisiac, and I would put it in people's drinks just to see if they get horny, so I could laugh at them.
Oh my
And then they still the same, and I was pissed, like, why are you not horny?
That's not right. That's not right.
I did.
You people get in trouble for doing this stuff now. Look at this ugly
Well,
sweater,
yeah, that's
man.
what I was trying to put you to sleep. You was staying alert. You was just, your thing was going to get harder, you was going to get wet, one or the other.
Oh my gosh, that's not okay. Okay, I'm glad I wasn't hanging around.
Did she have it? Or did she
I know,
not?
exactly. Did I get off? And shoot, the way I was acting, you never know.
We
I've
all
been
want to
doing
get
some
started on
crazy
you.
stuff.
And, I'm still mad about one.
I say, hey.
I ain't let go of that one yet, so.
She ain't gonna let go of another night.
I'm not. But I was wrong,
Yeah.
wrong, and
You're
wrong. She know it was wrong. I know it was wrong. Everybody know it was wrong. It was wrong.
Yeah, well, hey, he bringing up the past. That's the past. I be trying to tell people about these pasts. People gotta let the past say the past. They want to keep bringing up stuff. They want me to forgive them, but they want to keep bringing up stuff. And she bring out wrong and she bring up anything. She all gonna laugh at somebody. I do. I will say that. I'm telling you, I got some stories. I used to tell stories and not even realize that it was me that did it. That's how bad it was. I was like, oh, I did that. I'm talking about myself. See? Because I don't know, because I'm a Gemini or what, I be having these out-of-body experiences. I don't know. Like the other one did something and the other one was watching. I don't know.
That's
But
all it is.
I was
She
forgetting.
is cuckoo for
I was
Cocoa
doing some
Puff.
crazy stuff.
Y'all don't understand how cuckoo for Cocoa Puff she is. But I'm going to let you know. So,
That's why it's so fun.
So let you guys know, give you guys updated. This is next week is our last week until the beginning of the year. So
I'll be crying. I
don't
can't go for live. I'll be crying. We need to do the gingerbread house. Because I can't. I'm gonna be trying to put the gingerbread. It's gonna fall apart because it's gonna be wet from the ginger.
Yeah, we got
This gingerbread is soft.
It's just not holding up like it's supposed to. Yeah, so because I was thinking, how could we do lives? There's no way.
Well, we can try to figure some stuff out because I'm telling you, with our technology, there can be ways. This is the hard part, I think.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this one.
The
But
podcast.
no, but
The podcast, doing like we can
is
Zoom
there a way I can
or
go
stream
in there?
them.
I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can go in. Like while you're in there, people can come talk. I wonder if there's a way. Because I know, with this technology we got there some way. There is something.
Well, we're going to have to figure it out in the next week.
Or we can have maybe you have to have two computers that I can be zooming in on with you or something. We can figure something out. There have to be something.
We're going to find a way if it is. But yeah, we got. So what I was going to do is try to find some of our old Talking Out where we had all four of us together and then post those on here. Nice. So you guys can have those. Because really, I don't know what else to do.
Yeah,
Like, I have nothing else to tell you. We are not.
You know what? I've
things.
watched plenty of YouTubers, especially YouTubers that are doing well. They move all the freaking time. Okay, they're always moving because, you know, with life, you know, and that you want progression. Thank God, you know. But
they're not moving like we're moving.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody doing like we doing. Ain't nobody.
Well, because this was
moving. They
knew what
that
that
going
was.
to a whole nother state.
They planned their
Don't
stuff.
know what their house is looking like. Ain't nobody doing this type of move. So this is a
But
different
you know, I'm excited for you though too, in a sense, because you are gonna be able to see the family that you know see in a while.
Yeah.
But it's like a little vacation. You know what I'm saying? So
it is.
It's
The problem I'm gonna say with my little vacation is, and I'm gonna be honest, cause I can't do nothing but be honest. I'm sorry, y'all. You don't hear my business. That's just what it is.
Oh, I didn't even go. Because that was just sent. Did he go then? What happened? They had to go pick up Alizane.
Okay.
And
So,
we don't want nothing to be.
So let me just say this. I am excited. Like, literally, I am truly excited to go to Texas. I am.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm not excited about is I have no money.
That's hard.
Texas.
Yeah, that's hard.
And my sister has no money for us to enjoy Texas. So
I just make sure I was going to say something.
So that is where my big issue is.
Yeah.
Is I won't have any money to enjoy. And there's things I want to do. Like I want to go to Legoland down there.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't have that many other ideas. I do want to taste their barbecue. I'm not really a food going out to eat person, so that's not one of my things I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like buying hair.
Mm-hmm.
I do like going to the beauty stores, you know, just to see what I can and can't get, you know. And things that I probably want to see, like if I can stay one day at Great Wolf Lodge down there, I want to stay one day at Great Wolf Lodge because it's bigger and better than the one here. But I heard it's bigger and better than here, and they got more stuff.
Right, well,
so
you've been to know. I've never been.
So you know that.
She done had some. Mm-hmm.
See how she taking that away from me and going back on her when I'm trying to say what my issues are.
Oh, really? It's already a good time for her anyway. She get a vacation. And then we don't get no Christmas with them like we usually do.
Oh, that
so
is
I don't
my
even
heart. You don't know.
I told my cousin I gotta buy nothing because I ain't even.
I have actually cried.
I was like, man.
No,
you cried?
Yes, because that is my favorite time of the year. Is New Year's Eve. We have the most games.
I'm sitting there playing. I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to go to somebody else's house because this is crazy.
I literally cried over that. No, that one I cried.
And all my kids go to my sister's house. So, other than my son. So, but he'll probably go over there, but I'll be just sitting there.
Yeah. I cried. I was like, oh no. That's when...
This is not going on.
Out of all the holidays throughout the whole year, New Year's Eve...
You know, we would have had a ball. We would have made a ball. We would have had the kids, you know.
And and it was so funny is, I had such big plans for this year.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be.
And so this is a prime example of how life can just throw you a curveball and you just got to roll with it. And that's just how it is, you know. But I'm excited for what is to come, though, in the sense of just our lives, period. I mean, I feel you know how people feel, because I'm watching a lot of people's lives, and a lot of people are kind of going through something like that. They're like moving into this, and it's sudden. And I said, this is the time. They call it, you know, I ain't trying to get all religious on y'all, but they call it, I think it's Kairos time. We got a school called Kairos here now, too, which is funny. But Kairos time is that they say it's a timing, and it's a timing that God has where it's just like many things will bless you real quickly, and if you're not there, you can miss it. And I believe that that's what's happening in a lot of people's lives right now. So there's a shift going on where everybody's just kind of like, oh my God, I got to move and I got to do this, da, da, da. And me, I'm wanting to go. Like, I'm literally wanting to leave my house. Like, that's how bad, because people don't know what I'm going through other than my family. I got to get out of here. That's how bad it is. But everybody else is moving, and I'm like, okay, what the hell? I need to go somewhere. But I'm the same way. I was like, I got to get out where I'm at, like bad. But like I said, I have to wait, you know, for things to line up for me to be able to go, you know. But it's just, you know, she's just gone. So, but
like
it is time. Business, everything. It's gonna go.
It is a time, and everybody needs
You just
to
gotta
be
be ready.
But like I said, it's the unknown is scary, even though it it's going to be a positive outlet.
Yeah.
What is it called? Outcome. It's gonna be a positive outcome.
Yes.
It's still scary, and like I said, yes, I'm excited about going to Texas. Who wouldn't be excited about going to Texas? I just don't like the point that I'm not gonna have any money when I'm in Texas.
I know that. That sucks when you go on vacation.
And you can't buy nothing, you can't spend nothing, you can't do nothing, and there's things I want to do. Like,
maybe I'll come with some money. I can cash out you something.
Well, that'd be great.
But you ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be to get to Legoland. I'm not gonna be something better than nothing. I guess. Shoot. Because for real, you be like want to do stuff. You don't, or even like you say, try some food that you ain't tried before. Or that's hard. And I know me. I want to be like okay, and that's hard for me because I always have like a kid with me or something. Like yesterday, I had one of my daughters with me. That's what I said. It's been weird because my stuff that I have works on my kids. My tincture is so funny because it really does. But then, it's that time of year where it's real cold outside, so they get like a stuffy nose or something like that, and I'm like, well, I don't want the school tripping. So yesterday I had one kid because she just has a nose. She was fine. She rolled me where I went. Today I got another one, and it's just, but they're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. This is what I'm saying. Our stuff. My stuff right now, we got to make sure that we stay healthy and well. And I worry about y'all too because y'all going to the state where they off the hood. They kind of off the hood. So just keep your mask on me. Something. Because it's kind of crazy over there. You know what I'm saying? But they are having fun in Texas and doing, I'm excited for that. So that's what I'm saying. You guys just keep on doing what you're doing. You're going to be all right. And that's one thing we do. Because I love it. People be talking about they cash out, be kind of funny acting and stuff, but I don't have a problem. I got nervous one time because something happened with somebody and I took my account off and I was like, open everything back and it's fine. You know what I'm saying? It's such a quick way to do the money. You know what I mean? To get you money and especially people and it's a good way to do business because boom, that money come right there, right there. And I love it how you can pull it out of your account. Even you may not be doing something. If you want something, you just pull out your account and then give them money. I love it. Y'all better. That's what I said. Then I get you some money, I can cash out to you.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. And how did that work out for you?
What?
We did a couple pop-ups, you guys. We did some pop-ups, and Lydia was kind of down because of stuff going on. This is part of life, part of business, and all that stuff too. So you was having some account issues and stuff. Did that all clear up from that?
Yep, almost.
Okay, cool. That's good enough.
Mm-hmm.
I was excited about that. I was like, yay. I really enjoyed the last one we did.
I did too.
I really did.
I've always liked it when it's in there. I like when she's out.
Yeah, that one out there. No, cool.
They'll never make money at that.
Yes. And it was so weird that we had that one lady literally was holding onto your last tea bag.
I wasn't there when that happened.
But she was like, what? She searched for you. She was searching for you. And I guess she lived in the neighborhood and had bought her tea when she was there the last time. And she said, I wasn't even letting nobody touch that tea bag. Nothing. I was holding on, waiting for you guys to come. And the thing is, she was not a regular churchgoer. It was that she was talking about how the dynamic in the neighborhood had changed. And there were all these big churches around, but all the big churches are no more. That one was the only one that still had a church service.
Oh, wow.
And so she was saying that everybody's gone and this and that. But she remembered, and she was literally waiting and looking out for another one of the pop-ups to come up so she could go down there and pray and hope that tea was down there. And she bought 2 bags of her teas.
Oh, wow.
She was waiting, and she said, I would not let nobody use that last tea bag because I was just watching and waiting for another pop-up. And I was like, wow, and then the other guy, the one that one pastor guy who comes to get for his wife, but I'm like, and they both was like, okay, 2 bags. I mean, they just all get 2 bags. They knew, and as I said, that's what I love and see when your product works and you got people searching for you to get your stuff because they know they can't live without it. It's helping, it's changing their life that much, and that's what I love about husbands. that really care for their wives and watch, because like he said, that's something that really changed his wife's life by getting her blood sugar regulated. Nobody wants to see their spouse suffer like that.
Yeah.
Nobody, especially battling and dealing with these health issues and stuff.
And mind you, he bought 4 bags not that long ago.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
He bought 4 bags.
Mm-hmm. But you got, like I tell people, it's the same thing. You tell me us all the time. Just like we sit there and change and have all these medications from the doctors, and they say you take it every day, take it every day. It's the same thing. If we're taking something natural, we got to be consistent with it too, for it to work. My child made a statement the other day, and it was, I went up in so much pills, it's ridiculous. And I was like, I want to be natural, so I gotta find and wean myself off all this stuff. It's too much. And though with me, as we see with anything, side effects affect me on everywhere, no matter what I do.
That's true.
So all the pills, I started off before, probably about a month or 2 ago, taking 8 pills, and I take 1 I have to take every day just to live. But I take 8 at night. I'm to 11 now at night, and that's just too much. It's too much.
And that's what I said, we
Then, so
got
we
our
have to-
product, and like
yeah.
I said, and I said
Use
this all
our
the time. We gotta use our product, and we gotta use it daily.
Mhm.
Like even if you
Constantly.
gotta switch up or add or
turn it
mix
to
the
iced tea or
and mix
you know?
the teas. Like
Yeah,
you know, you
yeah,
might need to
I like
put the
mixing.
raw tea with the Shavante tea
Yes.
and mix it so you're getting all the
Mhm.
nutrients that you need or
Mhm.
whatever, and the flavor
Yeah.
can be even better.
Different, yeah.
Cause like I said, I get tired of just. I love my roll too,
Mhm.
but I'd be like, I need a different flavor.
Mhm.
And because it has a, how can I say it? I must call it a smooth because I don't know what else to say. It has different, it's like a smooth tea. I don't know how to explain it. Like
You talking about the royalty?
yeah, it's like, it doesn't have like a normal tea flavor. You know how all teas have that, there's a little flavor to it so you know it's tea?
Yeah.
You ain't gotta guess
It
it's
be
tea.
feeling like ours are more, how can I say, thicker or condensed. I don't know how the
Or
word is.
creamier.
Yeah,
or
there's
something.
there's more substance to our
Something,
teas.
yeah.
And I know for me a lot of times it'd be my marshmallow root and some of my stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, your tea is the same way too. It has its own distinct
It does.
flavor
And so
it's,
and I need to
yeah.
always change up, and that's what I do.
Mm-hmm. But it's good. It's good. It's awesome.
Change
So
up what I'm doing.
oh, we gotta go so we can get this oven.
Okay, so we gotta go
Yeah.
because we gotta get this oven.
We don't want stuff burning up, y'all.
We don't even know what's cooking.
Yeah, and you know, especially with my son doing something, we don't know.
You know. Okay, so
Well,
we
we
will
love
see
you.
you
Have a
next
great
week. Is our last week.
Yes.
So I just want to say goodbye.
Yes.
Goodbye.
We'll be crying all next week.
So Wednesday and Friday will be our last week, and then I think Saturday and Sunday I'm out.
And then we'll be back. We'll be Friday is our thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and then Saturday and Sunday I'm out. I'm going to Texas. I don't.
Okay. I'm ready for that. Alrighty. Well, love you guys. Have an awesome weekend, and we will see you next time on the Talking Out Show.